Imagine the tension in the air on September 22nd, 1862. Abraham Lincoln paced the floor of the White House, the weight of the nation on his shoulders. The Civil War ravaged the country, and the fate of millions hung in the balance. That night, Lincoln summoned his courage and signed the Emancipation Proclamation, a bold move that declared the freedom of slaves in Confederate states. This was not merely a political maneuver, but a moral stand against the institution of slavery. As the ink dried, Lincoln knew this decision would forever alter the course of American history. The proclamation paved the way for the abolition of slavery and reshaped the nation's identity. If you were a king on the run. In 1651, King Charles II found himself in this exact predicament following his defeat at the Battle of Worcester. Pursued relentlessly by parliamentarian forces, his life was a constant game of cat and mouse. Disguised as a commoner, he sought refuge in the homes of loyal supporters, including the famous episode where he hid in an oak tree to evade capture. His journey took him through forests, across rivers, and even aboard a coal barge. Against all odds, Charles managed to escape to France, securing his safety and living to reclaim his throne. This is the incredible tale of survival. You know, George Washington had a secret spy ring during the Revolutionary War. Known as the Culper Ring, this network of spies provided crucial intelligence that helped America gain independence. Established in 1778, the ring operated mainly in New York City and Long Island, gathering information on British troop movements and plans. Using coded messages, invisible ink, and intricate signals, they relayed vital data directly to Washington. The Culper Ring's efforts were so effective that even the British couldn't uncover their identities. Their intelligence played a pivotal role in several key victories, ultimately contributing to the success of the American Revolution. Did you know that before he became the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln was a formidable wrestler? Picture this: a young Lincoln, towering at 6'4", stepping into the wrestling ring in the early 1830s. In New Salem, Illinois, Lincoln's wrestling prowess was legendary. He was known for his strength and skill, boasting an impressive record of nearly 300 matches with only one recorded defeat. His most famous bout was against Jack Armstrong, the leader of a local gang. The match was intense, but Lincoln's sheer power and technique won him not just the match, but also the respect of the community. This lesser-known chapter in Lincoln's life reveals a man of resilience, determination, and unexpected talent. You know, Alexander Hamilton played a secretive yet pivotal role in the election of 1800. Despite being a staunch Federalist, Hamilton harbored a deep-seated animosity towards his party's candidate, John Adams. In an unprecedented move, he covertly campaigned against Adams, swaying Federalist electors to instead support Charles Cotesworth Pinckney. However, his plans backfired, leading to a tie between Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr. The election was ultimately decided in the House of Representatives, where Hamilton, believing Jefferson to be the lesser of two evils, lobbied Federalists to support Jefferson over Burr. This decisive action altered the course of American history. Have you ever wondered how a master tactician turns the tide of war? Enter Hannibal Barca at the Battle of Cannae in 216 BC. Facing a Roman army nearly double his size, Hannibal executed a strategy that would become legendary. He positioned his weakest troops in the center, drawing the Romans into a trap. As the Romans pressed forward, Hannibal's elite forces enveloped them from the flanks, creating a double envelopment. The result, a catastrophic defeat for Rome, with nearly 50,000 Roman soldiers perishing. This battle showcased Hannibal's unparalleled military genius and remains a textbook example of tactical brilliance. How did he achieve such a stunning victory with fewer resources? The answer lies in his audacity. Imagine England in the 9th century, under constant threat from ruthless Viking invasions. Enter King Alfred the Great, a visionary leader who turned the tide of war with an ingenious strategy, a secret network of fortresses called burhs. These fortified towns were strategically built across his kingdom, creating a defensive grid that the Vikings found nearly impossible to penetrate. Each burh was within a day's march of the next, ensuring quick military support. This network not only protected the population but also revitalized trade and governance. Alfred's innovative defense system was pivotal in preserving English culture and sovereignty during one of its darkest hours. You ever wondered how a single strategy could change the tides of history? On July 4th, 1187, Saladin did just that at the Battle of Hattin. Facing the Crusader forces in the sweltering heat of the Galilean summer, Saladin executed a brilliant plan. He lured the Crusaders away from water sources, ensuring their fatigue and desperation under the harsh sun. Positioned on the horns of Hattin, Saladin's forces surrounded the parched Crusaders, blocking any escape. The result? A decisive victory that led to the capture of Jerusalem. This hidden strategy not only showcased Saladin's tactical genius, but also marked a pivotal moment in the Crusades, reshaping the medieval. Did you know Mahatma Gandhi once stopped a war with a simple act of fasting? In 1932, British colonial rule in India had created deep divides between Hindus and Muslims. The British introduced separate electorates for different communities, threatening to tear the country apart. In response, Gandhi embarked on a fast unto death to oppose the British decision. His dramatic act of non-violent resistance captured global attention and put immense pressure on both the British authorities and Indian leaders. After 6 days, Gandhi's fast led to the signing of the Pune Pact, which abolished the separate electorates and averted a potential civil war. This powerful moment demonstrated Gandhi's profound impact and commitment to unity and peace. What happened when two of America's most determined abolitionists met in secret? In 1859, Frederick Douglass, a former enslaved person turned influential leader, met with John Brown, a radical abolitionist, at an abandoned stone quarry in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Brown passionately revealed his plan to incite a slave uprising by raiding the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry. Douglass, though deeply moved by Brown's zeal, was skeptical about the plan's success and decided not to join the raid. This clandestine meeting marked a critical moment in the struggle against slavery, highlighting the tension between peaceful advocacy and militant action. Brown's raid, though unsuccessful, became a catalyst for the Civil War.